cows is allowed in. Step out of the way because we only slow things down. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. So it is, well, it's New York in the winter. We are in Westernville, just south of Boonville, north of Rome, at Evan and Cassandra's. So we've done plenty of tours here. We've done some grain harvest when I broke his buggy with the gearbox. He gave us a tour of the Dugway washed out. What else did we do? Yeah, we've done quite a bit. Some square baling action. So go back, watch some previous videos of that if you haven't actually watched. If you're new to the channel, make sure you're liking and subscribing. What we have up today is my pickup's gonna sit here and get snowed on, which is ideal. So we'll have to unshovel it later today, and then we'll be heading in some spots. And it goes all revved up because we're going farm touring. So appreciate you guys watching along, and let's go see what we can get into. I really don't know, but Cassandra, Evan's girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Technically, I guess we could say. So Evan was at work. We're headed to a farm. So Cassandra, Evan, and Yanko's all revved up, eating stuff, barking, you know, typical revved up healer life. So road conditions are ideal for farm touring. Hopefully it doesn't actually keep snowing and we get some good content. You guys want to see it all? Wonder who this is. We are 11 minutes late and Evan's grumpy with us already. You grumpy already? Huh? No?
Blizzard.
Where's Tom?
Excuse me. Language, the channel.
Did you bring me one?
No. We had to stop and get you one. Good catch.
You didn't get me the can for 99 cents? They're a hell of a deal. See? Hell of a deal.
She said you like bottles, not... She says you like bottles, not cans, so...
What a 99%
Look,
can.
he's complaining about everything. Okay, here's our tour guide for the day, everybody. We are here. Well, let's find our tour guide for the day. So where are we?
We're in the Dinitto farm shop that is full of surprises.
Surprises.
Yeah.
You gonna introduce yourself?
I'm Lucas Dinitto.
From Marcy?
Yeah, Marcy, New York. We milk about, I don't know, right now I think 750 cows. Freestall barn.
We'll get a tour of that after this.
Yeah, we'll get there. This is the play area. This tractor 4320.
Part of a 4320. It's off season of pulling, so you know.
Yeah, it's winter time. It's work time. It's going bigger now. It's my brother's. He bought it from a guy that actually died in a farming accident about 10 years ago. Earl Ford. He pulled it for a year and then it's kind of been sitting and he's just been going bigger with it. Right now he's trying to figure out the synchro transmission because he puts any more power to it, it's going to blow the synchros out of it. So we're trying to figure that out right now.
Always something.
Yeah, it's always something.
More fuel, more headaches, more...
He's in high school too, so he doesn't have all the money that everybody else has.
And then this was your project.
Yeah, we bought this one, I think 3 years ago now. Has a stock tractor, had a cab on it. Guy baled hay with it actually. Pulled it for a year, farm stock, and then took a year off with it, built it to hot farm, pulled last year, all year with it hot farm. Sold the engine out of it this winter, and now it's going limited hot farm. So that's what that's at right now, but that's taken a little longer than we expected.
So on
we
that,
didn't get that idea till February, which we are in right now, and we would have had half of it done by now, but we didn't get the idea till late. So it's kind of.
And that is different classes, so more fuel,
Yeah,
different.
this is staying hot farm, so this will be in a different class than this is.
Well, different brackets of it. But basically, the underdog is where you are, the young underdog.
Yeah.
Well,
These two never been out at the same time.
pulling tractor like.
This one was out, and then it got tore down that winter for out to build, and then this one came out, and then this one came back out, and then this one got tore back down.
And this started off technically as a 10?
It's a 1066 still, but it does not have any. I'm pretty sure the only thing that's stock on it right now is the housings of everything. That's about it. Everything else is
Modified for pulling.
Yeah, modified. Tin's original. That's all straight. That's all straight original tin, which is nice.
Well,
The guy took care of it a little bit, I guess. There was some weird stuff that went on with it when we got it, but other than that, he didn't really beat it up that bad. Didn't steer or stop when I got it though, but ran real good.
Minor details.
Yeah, I had to back the trailer up to the garage door to get it in here because we couldn't drive it across the yard.
Wow. So this summer it will be out. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah. Carl Durant's on my about it, so hopefully he can keep on my and
Get it.
get it going here.
Well, maybe we'll see it this summer.
I'm hoping so.
Alrighty, into the cow side of it.
Yeah, into farming now. Oh yeah, big time though.
Big
Choke out. Choke out.
little brown Swiss action. What's up? Mainly Holsteins then.
Yeah, mainly Holsteins, some cross. All the brown Swiss and the little like 100% jerseys are show cows.
Everything whole milk or replacer? Or?
Right now, whole milk, since the quota from DFA and all that, we got rid of getting replacer. If we were gonna just dump milk, we might as well give it to the calves. So
Yep.
that's where we're at right now is whole milk.
So they come in here on day one?
They're in. It honestly, I guess it depends if we got open pens or not. Right now, we're way overstocked, so we're doubling up a lot.
Yep.
They're over in the fraternity pen for I don't know, a day or so, and then they come right over here, and this is where they start. They start where these guys are cleaning, or it could be anywhere at that point, but right now they'll start there, then they'll move up the line, go down to one side, then they'll go all the way back down to the end in these two bigger pens.
So you do move them throughout?
Yeah, and then when they get big enough to go, they'll go right into the heifer barn, and they'll go up the heifer barn, across the other end and down and over into the milking barn.
So they're in here for 3 months. He said sometimes they have 20, 28 calves a week, so
Right
really
now,
depends.
probably more than that.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're doubling up pretty heavy. There's a lot.
What is that?
It's a pig that I acquired. Yeah, he's just a pot belly. He just sits in here all day.
And hangs out?
Yep.
What's its name?
Hammy.
Hammy?
Yep. He's house trained too.
He's house trained?
Yep.
Was this somebody who thought it was going to be a
It was
mini pig and then
the guy that works here was going on a hunting trip, and he wanted me to go feed it, and then I ended up just taking it down here because I didn't want to drive an hour to go feed it every day. So I said, I'll just bring it down.
He doesn't know what to do.
No, that's all right. That's Dad's job.
So what do you got? One of every animal?
Yeah, these are my mom's. She bought that horse as a rescue. He was abused out somewhere, I think in Colorado. And then she bought the donkey to give the horse company, and then they hate each other. So now she had to make a separate pen.
You guys don't get along? So what's the donkey's Lucky?
Yeah, the donkey's Lucky, and the horse's name is Flynn. The horse went out and got trained for a while because you couldn't even pet him. Like, you'd raise your hand up and he'd go nuts. He's better now, but he's still a little edgy sometimes.
You don't rope and ride cattle, do you?
No.
Alrighty. Calves, come in.
Yeah, they go right through that door, right into this pen. And then they go all the way
And this
up.
is just age
Yep.
work down through the barn?
Yeah, my dad's got them all to what he wants them, so I really don't know. But they go all the way up down to the end. We run them across. They come all the way down the other side, and then when they get to this one, they get bred, and then they go over to the milking barn.
Milking barn. So all heifers in here though. No dry cows, right?
No, all heifers. This is the newest barn. We had heifers in that. There was this other barn that's right next to this one. It was the original that when we first built the farm up here. It started to get, you know, outdated, and it was pretty.
Stop scaring things.
It was a pain in the ass to even clean it. So
This looks pretty.
we built half of this, and then used it for a year, I think, and then we built the other end.
Fun fact, the guy who built our house built the barn.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
When was this built then?
I'd have to look on.
Gotta look back in the memories
I gotta
and
look
see.
back now.
So
Wasn't it right before the last farm fest?
it was new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have pictures.
So this would be three months plus to an age, and then keep going down, which allows you to move everybody together, allows you to keep track of them based on age, vaccination, things like that. Just makes it way easier to manage, which is pretty sweet. And then the cubicles can get bigger as they go, as they get bigger size, because yeah, a cubicle for breeding age heifers much bigger than a cubicle for somebody.
2017, the second half was built.
2017?
Yeah, so we built this supposed to be 2015, 2016, and then we built that second half 2017.
Okay.
Open schedule on that.
Dogs with cows that do not usually see dogs.
For a while with the skid steer, and then,
I was gonna say, usually you don't see heifer barns with alley scrapers in them.
you know, we cleaned it a while with the skid steer, but then it just got to be
Hey, come here, relax.
heifers. They just moving the heifers around every day. We got to the point where they'd always be running into gates and
Like they are with Yanko.
It's just, yeah,
Yeah.
revved up with him running around. So, manure goes, drop, and you have a pit in here.
yeah, it's it's leveled. So down at that end of the barn, it's like 3 foot deep. I think
Yep.
the shit's right up to the gutter actually on that end, and then it just keeps leveling down. Then there's a pump on the end. But we built it like that so then everything went to the middle. Like this pit was here when we built this end, and then we built this end. It worked perfect. Everything just goes right to the middle and out.
And then you pump out,
Yeah, we spread it every other day.
and everything's sawdust. No sand?
Yeah, no sand. I'd like to have sand, but the owner and operator has other ideas, so we don't have sand.
There's 2 generations on the farm then? Or is there a generation
Well, my
above?
grandpa doesn't really come around much more. He's hard getting around, so I think right now there's 2, but originally there's 3.
Okay. Someone's all worked up because it's a different place. All the cows either want to see them or are scared of them. Come here. Sit. Give me a paw. Relax. It's okay. Really sharp heifer barn. So being able to move them up all the way through is neat. And then on this side there's, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 pens. So that gives you a ability to have your bred ones in one pen. You can see all the tail chalk on some of that, or paint from either repo stuff or breeding side of it, or marking for vaccination. So really sharp. You've seen the real young stock.
Yeah, this is the barn that we used to have heifers in. There's a couple beef cows in there now.
Couple beef cows, a few tractors.
Couple
tractors.
One tractor
One,
and
two, three,
excavator and
two, three
some
tractors.
lawnmowers and my golf cart.
Oh, big golf cart guy.
Yeah, big
For
golf
pulling.
cart guy. It's my
For
pulling.
You need it.
Pulling golf
Yeah,
cart.
it all comes hand in hand. So you got hay storage.
Yeah, we fill this right to the brim in the summertime. It'll last us.
You feed a lot of dry hay. You bale your own. The calves, they were on straw, right?
Yeah, we buy the straw from it comes from Canada actually.
Yep.
Not anymore.
This we bale all this. This is all our hay.
Okay. I'm a sucker for some horsepower, so let's see what we got. A little side slinger on a 6M. Yep. 6150M. So the 150M was the previous version of what we actually got on the farm, because then it goes to 155M. They added the 5, so 5 more horsepower. They got 2 of those. And then we got an 8430, wider tires on it, and a 2950 that's 4-wheel drive. That's neat.
Was a logging tractor or something.
Is that what the cage was?
What's that?
The cage
Yeah, that's custom built.
for logging.
Yeah.
8430, good tractor though.
Yeah, she's came from Kentucky, I think.
Yep. You put the wide tires on it, or it came?
Yeah, no, it came with big roll crop tires on it. We put the wide ones on it. All of our tractors have the wide ones, all the big tractors.
710, 70R, 38s.
Those tires came right from Kevin Sykes.
Oh, name drop in here.
Yep. Yep.
If you guys know, then you know. Little throwback. I used to be our local dealer. They got bought out though. Big ag bag guy, huh?
Yeah.
This is just overflow, right?
We've only instead of buying corn, we decided that we had enough to do some high moisture. So there was another bag right here.
So you did high moisture through a combine, or you just have a snapper?
Yeah, Bob Pawlowski actually did it.
Bob!
Yeah.
Everybody knows Bob on the channel. So Bob combined it, and then you have a bagger grinder?
We rented a hammer mill from Clinton Tractor.
So that cuts out a lot of corn meal bought in.
Yeah.
But,
Good deer food too.
yeah. So if you don't know, the price of buying in feed right now and every input for farming is absolutely through the roof. 3-fold, 5-folds. So that will save you a lot.
We get everything from Brown's Feed. They're 100% like great to us. We just had overflow corn, so
Yep.
we decided.
Gives you a little flexibility though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you make all your own silage.
Yep.
All the forage side of it.
Yeah, we chop everything and bale everything ourselves.
Okay.
We never really do high moisture. Like we did it once before a couple years ago, and then
Just had enough inventory that you were able to do that. So how many acres of high moisture did you do?
yeah, I don't know that one. You'd have to ask my dad that one. I was just a hauler. I just hauled the corn. I didn't.
How about acres of corn in general?
600, 650.
And then
Rest of it's haylage.
haylage,
And baled hay.
all grass or alfalfa blend? Or?
We try to get mostly alfalfa, but sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it.
Yep. So corn on the right, and then you got haylage.
Haylage up. First and second cut, I think. Can't remember which one's which.
Then you got a commodity shed.
Yeah, sawdust is in the one bay. The end bay's hay, our minerals in the bags. And then that's brewer's grain. That's wet brew right there.
Yep. So we feed brewers grain, making beer.
Yeah, we make beer. you want. He brings over the corn.
So he brings over cornmeal, so it sits in here,
Beforehand, yeah,
which makes it way easier just because.
at the end of the day, he brings it over with a skid steer because you can't really get in that bag with the loader. And
Yep. So you feed with a loader.
yeah, that's got the snowplow on it right now, but yeah.
Yep.
Facers over there, we actually bought that last year at the farm show.
Which is handy. It
Yeah.
makes nice bunks.
Yeah. We didn't have one ever, and we couldn't really reach the top of the bunk with the loader, so you'd have to just kind of pick at the bottom and then it'd fall down. Well,
And it opens up a lot of.
yeah, then the plastic's hanging down, the tires are hanging off, so
Yeah, it
we
makes a
decided it was
bunk
time.
more of a headache. So
Yeah, there's
straw,
yeah.
skid
Straw
steer
goes
with
to
some.
the dry cows and the far offs, or the pre-fresh and the dry cows,
Okay.
and then yeah,
Sawdust, some
goes
lime,
in, yep,
and then mineral packs.
yep, lots of it.
And then what do you got in bins? Basically some
This
cornmeal
is-
and.
this is pre-fresh pellets,
Yep.
and then the rest of it, yeah, it's cornmeal. This end bin right here doesn't have anything in it. That's the original from when we built the farm.
Okay.
These three have. This one's got the pre-fresh pellet, and then these two have cornmeal.
Feed everything once a day?
Yep, right. Yep, first thing in the morning, once a day.
And you're milking 3 times a day?
Yep. Probably should. We thought about doing maybe feeding twice, but we haven't really figured it out.
Takes
yet.
quite a bit of labor to feed cows.
Yeah. We had a guy feeding for us, I mean, ever since I was little. Then he left because he got hurt. And then he actually just came back, so we've had pretty much the same guy for a while.
That's good. Consistency is key when you're feeding dairy
Yeah,
cows.
it's pretty difficult to find somebody to get them used to the routine.
Yeah.
So when he came back, he already knew everything that was going on.
A few more horses, huh?
Yeah, those were my cousins. Oh, this pen on the right here. This is the low cows.
So this is all milk animals? Or you got
this side's heifers.
heifers?
Heifers, low cows, and then group 3 high cows is on that side at the other end, and then pre-fresh and far offs are on this side at the other end. As long as he's behaving.
Manure tanker's in here just because it's snowing?
Yeah,
So it doesn't
cold out.
freeze?
Yep. Yeah. When it freezes, it's a pain.
And because you're spreading every other day or so, right? Or you spread every day?
Every day.
No storage?
We have it, but it's not really being used right now.
So what's this? A 53?
I think there's stickers on the front. I don't know exactly.
5250.
And 8330, another set of tires from Kevin Sykes.
This is a sharp tractor.
This one in the 84 came as a package from Kentucky.
Oh, okay. How often do you push up feed then?
Twice a day. He does it when he's waiting for groups to get done milking. Like if you look up there now, you can see
Yep. So
group in, and he already cleaned them and bedded them, so he's got time now to
time
push
to run
up.
through. So you start with the groups up there then, and then
Yeah,
he'll
this
switch.
is-
So he's the pusher of the parlor,
Yeah.
or does he milk
Yeah.
it too?
No, he just is out back. He cleans and
Pushes cows.
yep.
Pushing cows, just bringing them up to the parlor, and then the crowd gate takes them the rest of the way.
Yeah, on these first polls, all the groups are numbered. These groups are nothing. These are dry cows.
Okay.
But then those are low cows. This is group 3 high group.
Yep.
Well, it's group 3. Yep.
How many groups do you have then of milk cows?
5.
5 in milk. Okay. So they got a barn up front here. They got the back barn. Another conference call, but laneway going up to the actual some calving. Twins?
Got your car? I'll get the guys to carry them right out for you. You get them off. This is where they first start out right here.
Where they start out?
Yeah.
Straw bedded, and then they move from here. So these
Yeah,
are
they
ones
come
that are
get 'em- they
a
come-
day or so,
Yeah, they come get them with the 4-wheeler.
and so they move them in to the other barn.
And
But
then-
they got jackets on for warmth. Some more of that Swiss. So when was the back barn built?
That'd be, I was little. That would have to be a question for him. I was little. This is the original barn right here, though.
Okay. And you feed everything with that mixer truck that we saw at the beginning.
Yep.
So you back in. Makes it a little easier than a wagon.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. When we're out there, he just drives through. But here, he's got to back in and drive in.
Because you're switching cows and everything else. There's quite a lot of traffic up through here.
Yeah, and it's too much of a hassle to get out, open the gate, then he pulls through, then he's got to close the gate.
Okay.
And you just back in, and a lot easier.
So
everything with a skid steer and tire scraper around the front.
Everything in here is milk cows?
Yep. Yep. These are.
So this group looks empty because they're milking them right now.
This is the first group that goes in.
Okay. So this group behind us, that's all waiting. Those come in next, or is this one?
Yeah. That one behind us.
Okay. So they're finishing up that actual group. We going left?
We can actually go right through if you want, right down into the parlor.
So, because everything I pretty much show is robots, crowd gate,
Gecko, come here.
that actually rolls back and is a tool to keep the cows actually coming up to the parlor. So what's this, a double
10?
Double 10?
Yeah, it's the original parlor actually. We're just waiting, trying to figure out what we want to buy for the new one, and that's the next build project.
Double 10, 600 cows did you say?
Like 750 or
750?
Yeah.
3 times a day.
Yep.
It's a herringbone too.
Yep.
So herringbone, I'll show you when we get down there. You got herringbone, and you got parallels, but
it's pretty beat up, but it works pretty good for how old it is.
yeah. So the cow is standing pretty much sideways. Instead of a parallel, they'd be facing straight forward. So you take a little bit more space, but and then rapid exit on the other side of it.
What's that?
Rapid exit on the other side?
Yep.
So the bar goes up and they'll all leave.
Yep. Yeah, they want to build, we got the whole front yard, so they're going to build a new one out there and keep milking in this one until the new one's built, and then just rip all this out and use this as the laneway.
Makes sense.
That they made the barn with the big front yard just for that reason.
Just so you can keep going that way.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem like they box themselves in and then
yeah, well, we're kind of boxed in on the back, but we can delete some field space if we want to build another barn. But they built it especially specifically for that. If they ever want to get a bigger parlor, we got lots of room to do it.
Okay. So they're switching groups right now. So as you see, as the cows come in, they want to come up and get milked. So it's not like you're pushing cows in, like I said previously. But the guy who's moving cows is called a pusher. So these two groups, or this group that they're finishing, was fresh cows or high cows?
Oh yeah, high cow.
Okay. So bar goes up. Everybody leaves. And as you see, it comes back over. It rotates right around. And then the next group of cows is allowed in. Let's step out of the way because we only slow things down. What are you doing? So cows are creatures of habit, and they do not enjoy change. So me standing in front of them makes them a little more nervous, but we'll show you what actually goes on out here. So as they leave, they run back down, and you can see the crowd gates actually rolling back down. So that will go all the way to the back side, and it just keeps the cows pulled up towards the parlor. So then the people in the parlor don't have to ever get out and get cows in. At least that's the goal. It doesn't always work that way, but once cows are used to the system, as you saw, they load real nice and easy, and Creatures of habit. Rotate right around. Cows walk out. And then when it rotates, it keeps them so they can't go back and mess around or anything else like that. But back to the bunk, eat, lay down, rest, have a good time, make milk.
Where is she? Oh, she's looking at the cow. Or at the dog.
They're sitting over the curb and
You don't want to get out.
yeah, cows that aren't used to dogs makes it a little more interesting. Well, we saw the cows, we saw the calves, we saw the parlor. Let's go see some horsepower, some tractors, you know, big tractor fans here. So, alrighty, down the road we go. Alrighty, I've always wondered, the barn over there, is that the OG barn?
That's where it all started.
Where it all
this little barn right here. This little barn right here is where they first started milking it.
Don't mind the blizzard conditions we got. So that barn, and then they jumped over and did the one there.
That's one of the biggest tie stall barns like around here, like probably maybe in New York. Where that red part is,
yeah,
that used to come way out to match the other side.
So there was two right there.
Yeah, two extensions out the big main part, and then that little side used to go all the way out almost. We have people all the time that come and stop and see it because it's like one of the biggest tie stall barns around. We used to have cows in there until we built the heifer barn. When we built the heifer, that was another thing. Heifers were down there until we built the heifer barn too.
Oh, okay.
So we got sick of it because we used to have to mix feed, bring it down, and then we'd have an elevator on the ground. The feed truck would put it in the elevator on the way out or
But
outside.
having cows at two sites is just,
yeah.
it's a pain.
Yep. Oh yeah, here's the equipment.
Equipment, Chad.
Brand new chopper. Brand new corn head.
6-row.
Yeah, I don't know why.
6-row on an 8500.
Yep.
This was brand new this year?
Yep.
If you guys don't remember, I put a rock into Andy Horrigan's chopper in grass. So pretty much close, but his was a little older. So you have a harvest lab and everything? I would take it because you took it off.
Yeah, it actually got cleaned off on the. It doesn't have it, but like this thing was still there.
Oh.
It got cleaned off on the Raptor. I don't know. They didn't order it. I don't know why.
It's an expensive feature. A lot more room than my old chopper.
Yeah. Yeah.
That brand new smell though.
But
it's a little.
They took the battery out because people around here like to steal the battery.
So you got an 8220 with the blade.
That's the blade tractor and the plow tractor. That tractor goes on the plow when we need to work.
And then 6150M, but that's two-wheel drive.
Yeah, we got that one and then the four-wheel drive that's on the slinger.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Give you guys a little bird's eye view of what's going on. Yanko's trying to find something to chase or mess with. All revved up. It's a good tractor. I like those years.
Yeah, this is the only thing that's wrong with this tractor is that hole in the hood right there.
Hole in the hood.
We had the hood off because I blew the exhaust manifold gaskets in it last year, year before.
Yeah.
Had the hood off, and
looks like it took a number on something.
Yeah, the hood sat for a week without falling.
And then
the day that everybody was in the shop, we were all in there talking. It randomly just fell off the stand and
destroyed the hood.
Yeah, I see there's a crack here. That's a new one.
They don't give them away either, so.
No, $2,000 for a new one. So
without the stickers.
Yeah, so we just left it. I mean, I had this piece in here. It must be it fell out somewhere.
Yeah.
I did patch it and put it in there, but it must have fell out this year. That
little gravity wagon for fertilizer.
Yep.
Big baler.
We used to use this dump truck in the skid steer with the grain door on the back.
Oh.
And we went to an auction out in Sharon Springs and bought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Went to McFadden's and bought that?
No.
No?
Some farm auction.
Okay.
That used to be the fertilizer truck right there.
I was going to say, what do you got going on there? Oh.
That's the backup fertilizer truck. That used to be for the planter. We used to run dry
fertilizer
fertilizer in the planter, and that would be the truck right there that went out to the field and filled the planter up.
Nice little Landau disc.
Yeah, those are a couple years old now.
Those 20, 22, 24, 24 foot?
I think so, yeah.
Nice setup though. Yeah, it won't.
Yeah, it says 1431 on the side of it.
Your camper for showing cows and tractor pulling?
Pretty much, yeah. We brought it to Vermont this year. That was what we got. My mom brings it to State Fair when she works up there, but this brand new planter.
1775 NT.
Like the fertilizer 12 row.
In row.
4-wheel drive 6150.
Okay. Sharp planter. Someday. Someday. You've driven that?
Yes.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Big chopper guy?
Try to do.
Big chopper guy.
Nothing like Pete Mac, but
Ooh, more name dropping in the video. But alrighty. We appreciate Lucas showing us around. Got the full tour. Dinitto Farm. Mercy.
Yeah.
So appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing. Maybe we'll have a stop in between, but I think the next video is going to be farm show. Maybe we'll show a little bit of that. Walking around with the camera in the farm show. I don't know. But yeah, like and subscribe because Evan won't. He refuses to, even though he watches every video. Make a Gmail account. It's that easy. It helps the video grow. Don't be like Evan because, yeah. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.